everyone, and welcome to the Fox 56 Sports Show, driven by Toyota. This week we start at Wyoming Valley West High School. The Spartans football team earned themselves a bye week in week 1 of the District 2 5A playoffs. We'll check in with the Spartans as they try to keep their momentum rolling and make a postseason run. For the 8th year in a row, Fox 56 will air the Mayor's Cup game as cross-city rivals King's College and Wilkes University battle it out for bragging rights. This week, Bob Ide catches up with the Monarchs. In this week's Get to Know, we meet Old Forge's Trevor Brown. Even though the football team's season ended without postseason play, this senior defensive lineman is proud of his 4 years put in and many accomplishments as a Blue Devil. Our featured cheerleaders this week are from Wyoming area. What a year for the Warriors. And finally, a performance from the very talented Towanda High School Marching Band. Let's start out this week at Spartan Stadium in Kingston. After a 6-game win streak and finishing up the regular season 8-2, the Wyoming Valley West football team earned themselves a top seed and a bye in the first week of the District 2 Class 5A playoffs.
I think this week we really just want to focus on fundamentals. We don't want to get too lazy. We know that we're going to play the winner of Abington and Wallenpaupack, two teams we're familiar with. So Saturday we'll find out who we're playing.
We're going to go back to fundamentals right now. We're going to take a couple days. At this time of the year, the one thing that's nice about it is just that everybody is a little dinged up at this stage of the game. So to be able to have a couple extra days, rest up and heal up a little bit and not be as physical in practice, I'm hoping that pays some dividends next week and whoever we face.
Even though the team is rolling and feeling good about the momentum they have going into the playoffs, it wasn't always smooth sailing for the Spartans this year. Some early season adversity saw the team at 2-2. But instead of getting down, they banded together and came out stronger for it.
We started off a little bit slow, 2-2. We weren't really used to starting like that. Then the second half of the season, we really clicked, gelled together, and won a lot of games in a row, and here we are with the bye.
Early in the season, we had a couple struggles. It definitely showed in both of our losses, but once the mid-season point came around, the line really made the biggest adjustment, and they stepped up, and they just started paving holes, and that's when the run game really took off.
We struggled in the beginning of the year, but lately we've been able to bring it together. We've been working really hard at practice in the weight room. We switched positions a little bit since the beginning of the year, but everybody stepped up and we've been able to create some holes and let Sean and Aaron do what they do. We have a couple young guys starting. Sammy Solomon really has been stepping up. Cortez, Bleich has been stepping up. Dylan Jockle. Our linebackers been doing great. 10+ tackles a week, secondary making big plays, playing fast and physical like we should be.
Zach Davies, one of the leading tacklers in the state. Nick Mooney. Our defensive backs are pretty strong in coverage. Our defensive line is really good too. It stepped up a lot from the beginning of the year.
I think the biggest thing, is just from starting with a lot of adversity early in the season with a young group, and the way we overcame some of those obstacles and starting out 2-2. I don't know if anybody's played a tougher schedule than we have. We played every 6A in District 2. We played the 2 5As, and we played a very competitive 4A schedule as well. So, looking at that and to be able to finish 8-2, I think that's really what sticks out to me with this group. Being 2-2 at that point in time and going on a 6-game winning streak, I think that's really what sticks out to me.
There's no doubt the team wouldn't be quite as powerful offensively without senior Sean Judge. In the team's big win this season over rival Berwick, Judge surpassed 4,000 career yards and was sure to thank that big offensive line for paving the way.
I depend on them a lot. In the first couple games, it was a little struggle for them getting together and making the blocks, knowing what to do. But once they gelled, there have been a lot of holes the last couple of games, and it shows on the stat sheet.
After enjoying this bye week, the Spartans will take on the winner of Saturday's game between Abington Heights and Wallenpaupack, two teams they defeated earlier in the season.
We're playing completely different competition right now. I mean, we're used to playing Scranton and Del Val and Hazelton and those types of schools in the playoffs, but this will be the first time that we're playing in Abington or a Wallenpaupack in the postseason. And even the teams, if we're fortunate enough to move on, any Lehigh Valley teams will be a little bit different than what we've normally faced in the past.
Definitely, when we play next Friday night, we have to limit any mistakes, and we have to play almost a perfect game because they both are good teams, so we can't take them lightly.
I think we have to keep playing how we are, keep working hard at practice, and just keeping the mindset that we got to keep going.
It would mean a lot to kind of get it as a senior captain this year.
You have to be able to protect the football. You have to play mistake-free in the playoffs, and you have to, be able to win the line of scrimmage, on both sides of the ball. I think that's really, what can control, games, and special teams becomes a big key. Our kicking game's been pretty solid this year throughout the year, and hopefully that continues for us down the stretch.
The Spartans will have home field advantage next Friday night for the district championship at Spartan Stadium. Don't go anywhere. When we come right back, you'll hear from some local talent doing big things with the Kings College football team.
Playing for a trophy there, but this is it's college. It's a